All right, folks, how you doing? RussellTrueResults303.com. Check out the website, link in the description box, social media, related topics. Once again, thank you for tuning in, spending your time with me. I hope these videos are helping. Coming at you today with a video on should people from the opposite sex be friends, males and females? Should they be friends? Is this possible? So I guess the way I'm going to approach this is reasons why not. Pros versus cons. And I'm going to start with the cons, because the pros is, hey, yeah, you can be great friends and learn something from each other, right? Like I say, no matter what someone else's beliefs are, you should never stop talking to them because you disagree on something, because they're always going to have valuable information that you can use in your life. So the real question is, why shouldn't we? Let's look at the cons, and I think this cons list is massive. And unfortunately, I'm here at the gym, so I don't have my little notes, so I might skip, be all over the place. But okay, so number one, the main reason why if this is happening, you shouldn't be friends, is if one of you is attracted to the other. Then we should not be friends. And why is that? Because unfortunately, someone views the relationship in a different way. They view it emotionally. They think just because now you're friends with them, there's a possibility in the future that something can happen, right? So it's almost like you're using the person. And to tell you the truth, when times become hard for you and you're struggling, what are you going to do? You are going to fall into that person's arms, and you are going to mislead them, and you might cuddle with them, and you might kiss them, and you might do something along those lines. And then once again, that's just a selfish act. Now you are using that person. And you are seriously emotionally abusing that person, because you are using them for an emotional purpose, which will never happen but once in a great while, because all of a sudden you have fallen on hard times. So you're using that person. And we have all done it. We're all guilty of it. You know, I'm sure I've done it myself. So I'm not trying to, like I said, I'm never trying to call someone out. If I'm calling anyone out, it's myself and the mistakes that I've made in the past as well. So first of all, you're just using that person, and you don't want to be used, do you? And it doesn't matter how great of a person they are and how much you enjoy their company. The unfortunate thing is you need to cut those ties. And once again, not for a selfish reason, it's for the benefit of that person, right? That's what this life is about, helping others. And that's the best way you can help them, is by eliminating yourself from their life so you don't cause emotional strain on their lives, right? So, next, what if you've already dated? We hear this one all the time. We've already dated, but let's just be friends, right? And I've kind of come up with this one in the past as well. And now we've got to see it the same way. Now, the unfortunate thing is, most likely you're always going to be involved in another relationship, right? We all know that. You're going to go, eventually the goal is marriage. So if you have already had a relationship with them, you've kissed, you've cuddled, you've been in bed, you might have even engaged in sexual activity. Now let's break it off. Those emotions are always there. There's always going to be that physical attraction to this person. You've shared something sacred with them, right? That God, unfortunately for us, says should be with one man or one woman. But now we have opened ourselves to this whole flood of emotions and feelings that we're unfortunately not going to be able to control in the future, most likely. And once again, what is this going to do? This can lead to the destruction of the future relationship that you're having. Because unfortunately, once again, if we're having issues in that other relationship, we might fall into the love or the arms of another person just for one night. And though it was one night, now, not only have you brought that person back in with false hopes of something happening, now you have damaged that relationship. Now you unfortunately have to keep a secret deep down in your soul, and you will be haunted by it every day for the rest of your life in that relationship. And once again, now you have just caused great pain upon yourself, and now, things are really bad for you. So once again, if you've already been involved in a relationship with this person, it needs to be cut off no matter what. I understand if there's a child that's coming out of this situation or something, of course you've got to make some sacrifices. Next is, once again, we can't have our cake and eat it too. You've got to realize this from the perspective of the next person that you're going to date, even if you guys think you can make it work and just be friends, right? Would you seriously, deep down in your heart, you need to ask yourself this question. Would you want the man or the woman that you are dating, that you are possibly going to marry, to be friends with someone that they have fooled around with and they have engaged in sexual activity with? You know, be honest with yourself. Would you seriously approve of that from the person that you are dating or the person that you are married to? Would you approve of them having a friendship? Right? So once again, we always have to realize it's not about us. It's not about me. It's about the other person. It's about the person that you want. Sorry, some spit shot out right there. I hope you guys didn't see that. But you know, it's thinking about the other person. It's not about you. We got to get out of this concept. It's about us. It's about me. It's not. It's about the other person, the other people in our lives, and how our actions can affect them in a good or a bad way, in a positive or a negative way. All right, so there we go. If that's the case, you cannot be friends. It does not matter. We've got to be able to ask ourselves these difficult questions and then put yourself in the other person's shoe and see, how would you like it if you were that person? So to me, those are the only cons I'm going to come up with. I know there were some other ones that I wanted to come up with, but because I didn't have my notes. So now, can a male and a female be friends? Yes. But if any of those things that were just discussed is a part of the situation, then no, you cannot. If it's, you know, that's what I've heard the other day. That's what's truly wrong with today's society. We have lost the concept of what friendship is. Friendship isn't, oh, we're friends and we fool around occasionally. That is not a friendship, right? A friendship is where you are mutual friends. You're not hitting on each other. You're not doing any of those types of things. So once again, there's some advice for you on that topic. If male and female should be friends. Right? Sorry, that guy came in, so I was going to cut it short, but he left. So like I said, if there is any of those feelings, if you are even hinting at those types of things, then, you know, if you're cutting sexual jokes towards each other and things like that, sorry, you cannot be friends. There's already sexual tension there, and there is a possibility of something happening. So no, you cannot be friends. If you can say it is strictly a mutual friendship, that's fine. If something happens between the two of you, that's fine. Discuss with each other. Hey, is there something here? Do we want to make this go further? No, I don't feel that way about you. It was a one-time mistake. Cut it, end it. Sorry, you guys have already went too far. Deal with it. Face the consequences of your actions. Right? We're adults. Take responsibility for your actions. Your actions said something else. You did something. Now, cut ties. All right, so once again, subscribe to the channel, share and like these videos.